In this video, we are going to solve some more questions on change of subjects. And in this lesson, we shall focus on relations involving squares and square roots. So we have a question here. Let's try to solve this question together. So question 1. Make J the subject of the relation t equals 2 pi times the square root of L over J. Make J the subject of the relation given by t equals 2 pi times the square root of L over J. So let's solve this question together. So we are given the relation, that is t equals 2 pi times the square root of L over J. So how do we solve this problem? So to make J the subject, we can see here that J is under the square root. Now since J is under the square root, then what we need to do is that we need to apply the inverse of square root, which is a square, so as to remove the square root. So we are going to square both sides of the equation in order to remove the square root. So to do so, we are basically going to write the relation, that is t equals 2 pi times the square root of L over J. Next, we square both sides of the equation to remove the square root. So we have t square, and then we also square this whole term. Now on the left hand side, we have t square, so we are going to maintain t square, and that is equal to, here we have 2 pi times the square root of L over J all square. So what happens here is that we are going to have 2 square. In fact, the square is going to affect everything here. So we first of all have 2 square, then we have times pi square, okay, and then times the square root of L over J all square. Next, we are going to have t square on the left hand side, and then we have 2 square, which is 4, times pi square, which is also pi square, times, now here the square is going to cancel the square root, so we are going to be left with L over J. So we can simply rewrite this as t square equals 4 pi square times L all over J. Now to make J the subject, we are going to multiply each term of the equation by J so that we can eliminate the fraction. So we multiply each term of the relation or the equation by J. So J cancels out J, and then on the left hand side we have J t square, that is equal to 4 pi square L. So to make J the subject, we are going to divide through by t square, t square. T square cancels out t square. We are left with J equals 4 pi square L all over t square. Now we can simply rearrange this such that we are going to have J equals, we have pi square t square, so we can make it pi square over t square times 4L, and thus we can also write this as J equals pi over t. Because we have square and then square here, we can write this as pi over t all square times 4L. So therefore at the end we have J to be the subject of the given relation. Now let's move on to our second question. In the second question, it says that if P is equal to M over R square plus K, make R the subject of the given relation. If P is equal to M over R square plus K, make R the subject of the given relation. So we have the relation P equals M over r squared plus k. Now, in this relation, we have one fraction, which is m over r squared. So what we are going to do is that we focus on the denominator and then multiply each term of this relation by the denominator, which is r squared. So first, let's write the relation again. We have p equals m over r squared plus k. Okay, so we are going to multiply each term of this relation by r squared. So we have times r squared. Here we have times r squared. Here also we have times r squared. So on the left hand side we have r squared p equals r squared cancels out r squared. So we are left with m plus k r squared. Now we want to make r the subject. So we group terms containing r on one side. So we are going to transpose k r squared to the left hand side, so that we have r squared p minus k r squared equals m. So we pull out r squared. Inside the bracket you have p minus k equals m. Now since we want to make r the subject, we are going to divide through by p minus k and then p minus k. So p minus k cancels out p minus k. We have r squared equals m over p minus k. Now notice that from the question we are supposed to make r the subject. Okay, however we have r squared here. So to make r the subject, we need to apply the inverse of square. Now the inverse of square is square root. So we are going to take the square root of both sides of the equation. So let's say we have r squared equals m over p minus k. So we take the square root of both sides. So we have square root of r squared and then square root of m over p minus k. So the square cancels the square root. Okay, therefore we have r equals the square root of m over p minus k. So that's it for today's video. Thanks for watching and see you in my next video. Bye bye.